Kept you waiting, huh? It's been, what, a year, give or take, since my last Pokemon 3v3 video with Palmont. And I haven't touched Scarlet Violet since Regulation H. But now Pokemon Champions is out with another low-powered format. There's like, what, 180-something Pokemon in the game. There's like 2 items. And despite the fact that they put Bright Powder and Quick Claw in the game, it's still been pretty fun to play. And this is the team I used to go to Master Ball. 4 of the 6 came with me all the way from Pokeball Tier 2 Master Ball, but I swapped Goodra and Excadrill out for Garchomp and Lucario, respectively. And I'm really happy with the team. There's some tweaks you could do depending on your playstyle, so I hope if you do watch this video and you like the way the team performed, you tweak the sets a little bit to better suit your playstyle. I knew I wanted to build around a new Mega. Originally it was going to be Starmie, but I couldn't hunt that in Scarlet and Violet, and I hate Pokemon Legends ZA. I think it's the worst Pokemon game of all time. So I didn't feel like finding my cartridge for it and booting it up and shiny hunting in that. So I was going to use Mega Halucha, because I had a shiny one of those kicking around in Violet, but I thought that Frostlass would be really good because I know, like, I love Aurora Veil, and I thought a Mega that could start the battle with high damage blizzards, shadow balls, and stuff like that, and then could then set up an Aurora Veil mid-game for something like a Volcarona was my original idea, along with my Hisuian Goodra set that you saw years back on my Snow team. But that didn't end up working out. I took Goodra off for Garchomp, a much more self-sufficient Pokemon who doesn't need screens to set up and who doesn't even need to set up to be threatening with its Stab Earthquakes off a max attack stat. And then I needed a priority user, so I swapped Dragonite, which I also had on the team for a time, for this Lucario. It's a little rough to have your one priority user be a Mega. You could, of course, give Aqua Jet to Primarina, but I valued the utility of Encore, but there were several matches in which I really wanted Aqua Jet. But again, Encore as well has won me games with this team. So I think it really is what your play style needs. Let's go over the spreads, starting with who ended up being the standout mon of the team, going to the middle of the roster here. Kleavor. This thing actually one-shots a lot of Megas that Frostlass has a lot of trouble with. It outspeeds because of the Scarf and one-shots Mega Starmie with Night Slash, Mega Gengar with Night Slash, Mega Lopunny with Close Combat after they think they break your sash with Fake Out. What's the other one? Of course, Megazard Y. So many Charizard players and Lopunny players and Starmie players and Gengar players have thrown their Mega to the wolves in front of this Kleavor, not expecting it to be Sash, and then eating a super effective attack and losing their entire life savings. So this thing is not just a dedicated lead, although I do lead it a lot of the time. It puts in so much work when you bring it in the back behind something like a Primarina or a Garchomp. Those are the 3 Pokemon I lead. It's usually either Kleavor, Primarina, or Garchomp. There are times against Hippowdon where I think I'm safe to lead Frostlass, and I'll do that. But the other Pokemon that I sometimes pick to counter lead is Volcarona to counter lead Skipper, Scizor, and Lucario to counter lead Bridge, all of which are, or Meowscarada as a matter of fact, all of which are pretty solid into those mons. But the general, not dedicated leads, but the 3 most common leads I find myself bringing are Garchomp, Kleavor, and Prim. Speaking of, this Garchomp was dog shit awful over the course of the season. I maintain that Scale Shot, Fire Fang, Earthquake SD is a solid moveset, especially if you want to use it to shore up your matchup against Scizor and Corviknight, both of which are very common if you don't want to auto have to bring Volcarona to those matchups. But all of that is predicated on your Garchomp not being fucking cross-eyed like mine is, and actually hitting its 90 and 95 accuracy moves, which this particular Garchomp could not do. So he's in my Violet copy, and I'm going to release him soon. Most of these sets are max, just let you look them over here. I'm not going to go into too much detail outside of the Primarina once we get to it, because they're all max. But I think you could play around and tweak with it the more you are familiar with the metagame. So moving on to Lucario, another setup mon. Dual stab is really all you need, but if you find yourself very rarely clicking Swords Dance, I would run Earthquake for the Sword and Shield man, the Aegis Slash. Luckily, Volcarona and Garchomp match up very positively into it, but if you don't find yourself wanting to bring them for the rest of the team, you could, of course, run Earthquake on Lucario to make it a little more self-sufficient. As it is, it will need team support to deal with Aegis Slash. But that's kind of how I made this team. There's like a lot of team support that's provided by Garchomp through Rough Skin and a fast Earthquake, through Kleavor, through Choice Scarf, super effective coverage, and through Primarina through just big damage from Sparkling Arias, Moon Blasts, and the longevity of Flip Turn, letting it fire off multiple of those attacks. So it's not unreasonable that you put it into range of something like a Meteor Mash, or again of something like an Earthquake on a Garchomp, even in shield form later in the game. So I do like the dual stab, but I don't think you would be wrong for running Earthquake over Swords Dance. This is our one priority move user, which is a little rough, but I really valued, like I said, the utility of Encore for Primarina. But if you do swap Flip Turn for Aqua Jet, that's 2 priority users on this team, and you can just play around setup Mons. But if you do lose to setup Mons, Encore Prim is my favorite way of dealing with them. It even has a Sparkling Aria to hit through substitutes after you Encore them into it, which is pretty nice. But that is the Lucario set. Kleavor, as we've gone over, the best mon on the team, and you're going to see it put in a ton of work here tonight. The original Mega I wanted to build around Frostlass. You can see it has Snow Cloak. I was very optimistic about the popularity of Ninetales Aurora Veil teams, and I wanted to cheese some switch-ins with Snow Cloak. If you make this, the nice thing about these team codes is because the game doesn't give you free resources, so they can make you spend money. You have to get all these Pokemon and abilities yourselves. Even if you copy the team code, you can just make Frostlass Cursed Body like it's supposed to be. It's stuck back in Violet right now. I'm trying to give the rest of these team members some marks, so none of these Pokemon are in champions for me right now, so I can't change it for you for this preview here, because it is 1 in the morning, and I want to get this video edited before I go to bed for work in the morning. So it's Snowcloak, but it should be Cursed Body. Blizzard, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Aurora Veil. Setting up your own Aurora Veil, especially after firing off the killing blow with Shadow Ball, Blizzard, or Thunderbolt, so that once Frostlass goes down, one of your sweepers in terms of Garchomp or Volcarona have screens sitting in front of them is really dang nice. Thunderbolt, of course, to bring Charizard down after it's taken 50% off of Stealth Rocks. It also deals super effective damage to Corviknight, though I don't know how actually good that is. I feel like you might want to try Nasty Plot over Aurora Veil, but that makes your matchup into Ironhead Corviknight even worse. So I don't know about that one. When it comes to Corviknight, I try to just let Volcarona or Garchomp deal with it if I can, which isn't very often because this Garchomp cannot land its Fire Fang. Primarina, the only intricate set on the team. This is from Smushy in the Battle Stadium Singles Discord server with 22 in HP, 8 defense, 12 special attack, and 24 special defense. Modest instead of whatever nature lowers speed and boost special attack, just so I'm not speed tying other prims with that set, because I expect minimum speed prim to become more popular as the format progresses and people realize the high utility of the physical damage Primarina's chip can do off of stuff like Aqua Jet and Flip Turn. Finally, Volcarona. This was the set I wanted to make work in Battle Stadium, but Terra Blast just ended up being way better than Giga Drain, and the bulky set for Regulation H ended up being way better than Max Max. So this one hasn't had a chance to show its stuff till now, but it put in a ton of work. I do want to mess around with some EVs on this thing. I want this thing to have more physical bulk to allow it to set up Quiver Dances more easily and be less afraid of priority. Like, I don't want this thing to get killed immediately by Mega Lopunny fake out after it's taken some chip, because I want to be able to live the fake out, outspeed, and then KO it with either a Fiery Dance or a Giga Drain, depending on how many special attack boosts I've at. Because, of course, the primary stab on this thing, Fiery Dance, does have a chance to stack with your Quiver Dances and reach some absolutely insane thresholds on this Pokemon. Absolutely fantastic Pokemon. I'm really happy to be using it. And I just really like this team. I'm a big fan of team building, and to see my core concept, Kleavor Frostlass, after some tweaking and iteration, ending up as a team this solid was really satisfying. And I think it even has room to grow from here, as I mentioned, with finalizing the EV spreads, maybe messing around with the Garchomp set. I never explained why it is this way. It's because there are so many. Every team, rather, has a Scarfer on it, because what other item are you going to run? And once you get a Scale Shot off, you're going to be outrunning Scarfers for extra chip. And if you're at full health with Focus Sash against a Scarfer, you can fire off a Scale Shot, get faster than it, and then fire off a second hit to leave your Garchomp in a position to potentially outspeed the next Mon too, unless they, of course, commit a priority move in it. In which case, you better hope that Priority Mon isn't a Focus Sash user, because most priority moves make contact, and Garchomp has Rough Skin. So I think this is a theoretical, and of course, just Scale Shot Swords Dance can cleave through teams on its own, provided your 95 accuracy moves hit, which this Garchomp is unwilling to do for me. So I maintain the set is good. It's just this Garchomp is a piece of shit. So let's show you some games, and you'll get to see some old favorites perform quite well, some new tech in the form of Frostlass, and you'll get to see Kleavor bail out the absolute fraud that is the Garchomp on this team. So please enjoy the games, and if you have stuck around this far, may I ask you to click the subscribe button and maybe check out some of my other videos as well. Leave a comment telling me what your favorite prime number is. Holy shit. Mega Flow. Ooh. Is this a Lucario game? I think it is, right? Lucario beats Arrow, Espathra. Who do they lead? Do they lead Arrow? I don't dislike this comp at all. If they lead for Alligator, I'll U-turn. Okay. All right, are you Scarf or Sash? Scarf or Sash? All right, what is going to come in to take this Stone Axe? Okay. I don't want to put this in a lose-lose situation. Let me think. 90 accuracy. It could be Scarf, but if it is Scarf, I don't care about this damage. It is Scarf. Now let's see this miss. Grimwall's the last 2 mons, yes. But, well, I mean, Head Smash deals a lot of damage. Yep, it was Scarf. Okay. So they can have dry skin here. Does dry skin double the damage of fire type moves? Is this a Lucario game, though? What are the potential Sashers? It could be Scarf Chomp. Cause like you also might want Sash on Krogunk. So it's like, do I want to invite free entry on I'm going to assume Sash. If it's faster than me, I'm going to kill myself. Perfect. Nice crit. Please get burned. Yes! Sweet. So that was their Sasher. That must have been, Soft Sand. I mean, I guess it couldn't have been Scarf because we outsped it. Thank you once again, Normal Pizza. Yeah, that was very nice. Man, Garchomp's crazy when the only Pokemon left for it to defeat has 1 HP. Dude, it was the battle of the Super Rookies. Dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, I actually quite like my team here. Aerodactyl does outspeed, but it's a super obvious lead, right? If they lead Gyarados, Zard, or Dactyl, I click Axe. All right, are you Scarf? My whole team is weak to a rock attack here, actually. So I actually do go out into the bug here. Chompa's lead is insane. It's really not. Holy shit. I want this for the King Gambit. Nah, I have, okay. All right, perfect. This is a free King Gambit switch if they want to take it. I think I've lost, actually. Okay. W Pizza, it literally did nothing and died. What do you mean? Yeah, I should have brought Prim. I'm just scouting for the Mega. Come on, don't flinch me. All right, depending on what they have, we could be fine. That is quite nice. So Pizza, you're right, Spaghetti. Pizza did everything she needed to. Oh my god! Huh. Did this thing just get 3 kills? Did this thing just get 3 kills? Dude, that's why they call me the super rookie. Play like shit, win anyway. Oh, dude, I want to quit so bad. I want to end so bad on that fucking high note. Oh my god. Beat Prim one-on-one with Milo. I'm not gonna lie. I think Milo is a hard counter to Prim, and I don't think my team has anything for... Oh, wait, no, that's a lie. We have Encore Prim. No hippo, 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 no hippo. Fuck! Does Hippowdon outspeed Prim? No. This is Protect. This is Rough Skin, too. Am I stupid? Did Sharpedo never have... Okay. Guillotine Fisher, huh? Yeah, get out-predicted, dumbass. Get absolutely out-predicted. Holy shit. Holy shit. And the Spatak raise. We're at +3, +2, +2. Oh my god. This pizza is almost as big as my fucking boner right now. Holy shit. Holy shit. This thing doesn't live +3 Fiery Dance, does it? Did I just win the game? This Sharpedo's gotta be Focus Sashed. Never click Guillotine again. Never click Guillotine again, you fucking cheeser. All right, burn. Burn, burn, burn! Fuck. Oh shit, it's speed boost. Oh, Code Gambit and Gar was probably Parrish Song. Where did Sharpedo land in the melodic Kyle orgy? On the bench after this guy takes it off his party for losing him the game. Cuck chair, exactly. Dude, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, those games were so good. Dude, I'm such a baby. Every time I get games like that, I'm like, I gotta quit. I gotta quit while I'm ahead. Holy shit. I gotta take a break. I have to end on a high note. This is kind of actually immediately the easiest team. Cause I wanna snipe Hippo. I wanna snipe Lopunny. I want to snipe Hippo. Well, when I say snipe, I mean U-turn. I want to snipe Arcanine with Stone Axe. The only problem is, do I lead Kleavor or do I lead Prim? Because Glim is something I'm worried about. I like all of these leads. I like Prim. I actually really like Prim. I'm a big fan of this. Okay, I was thinking of flip turning. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, this is going to apply immediate pressure. They're not going to switch out. So this is definitely a yawn here. Okay. Dude, come on! All right, I'm the most fine with Prim going to sleep. Okay. They're going to get 40%. They're going to get 25% off my Frostlass, but that's fine because we one-shot Mega Meganium anyway. That's really good. What the fuck? If I had stayed in an on-court, I won the game. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Once again, Kleavor marks the fucking GOAT. Not like Captain Washed, exactly. Bro, I'm so scared. Mono Ghost, man. I didn't bring my fucking Mega Lucario like I was supposed to. I think I threw the game. Oh. Oh. This is a Scarfer for sure. Oh my god, you fucking freak! What is Kleavor's base speed? Okay, we win. I shouldn't have clicked that. I opened myself up to another 90% miss. Why did you say that, Kyle? It doesn't matter. Oh, is what its speed was? Please tell me I outspeed Scarf Basculegion. I just had to send him out to die to check for wave crash. Holy fuck, dude. Kleavor, you beautiful bastard! That was the... Who gives a shit? Oh my god. Kleavor Marks is the fucking best to ever do it. Is the best to ever do it. I am transferring this fucking thing right back to Violet, and I am giving him the reliable partner. Thank fuck. Dude, Kleavor is the best mod of all time. Not like shit chump. Yes! The GOAT! That's why he's the GOAT! Oh my god. I'll listen to them yap in a second. I gotta fucking celebrate by taking a fucking piss.